Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you know English, but when you try to speak, your mind just goes blank? You prepare sentences in your head, but when it's time to talk, everything disappears. That used to be me. I could study grammar, I could read, I could understand English, but speaking? That was a different story. And everything started to change when I read my very first full book in English. Talk Like That by Carmine Galli. Not only was it my first complete book in English, but it completely changed the way I understand speaking, communication, and confidence. I didn't just learn vocabulary from it. I learned how to think in English when I speak. And today, I want to share with you the 5 most powerful lessons from this book that can completely transform your English speaking skills. Not theory, real speaking principles used by the best TED speakers in the world. Hi, this is Julian Andres Jimenez, and on social media people call me Mr. Julian, and I help business owners, professionals, and CEOs to speak English or enhance the English they know in 6 months. Last video, I shared with you the story of one of my students who successfully finished my program. If you have not seen it yet, I will leave you the link right here so you can watch it whenever you want. So, let's get started. Lesson 1. Great speaking is not about information. It's about emotion. One of the biggest ideas in Talk Like That is this. People don't remember information. They remember feelings. And this is a huge mistake English learners make. We think, if I use perfect grammar, I will sound good. But native level speaking is not about perfection. It's about emotion. When I read this book, I realized something shocking. The best TED speakers don't win because they are the most intelligent. They win because they make people feel something. So instead of saying, I improved my English skills significantly, you say, I finally stopped being afraid to speak English in front of the people. Same meaning, completely different emotional impact. Next time you speak English, don't ask, what is the correct sentence? Ask, how can I make this sound more human? And wait until you hear the next lesson, because this is probably the biggest reason why native speakers sound more interesting than English learners. Lesson 2. Stories are more powerful than grammar. This was the biggest breakthrough for me. In Talk Like That, storytelling is described as the most powerful communication tool in the world. Why? Because the brain doesn't remember explanations. It remembers stories. When I was learning English, I used to say things like this. I studied English for many years. But after this lesson, I changed it. I remember sitting alone at night, repeating English phrases out loud, hoping one day I would finally feel confident speaking. That second version? People listen. Why this matters for English speaking? If you want to speak better English, stop translating facts. Start shading moments, even simple ones. For example, the moment you got nervous in a meeting, the first time you understood a movie without subtitles, the embarrassment of forgetting a word mid-sentence. So next time, try this structure. I remember when, one day, what happened next was, you will instantly sound more natural and fluent. Now here's when it gets uncomfortable, because the next lesson made me realize something painful about my own English. Lesson 3. Passion is more important than perfection. This lesson hit me hard. In Talk Like That, one of the biggest findings is that the most successful speakers are not the most perfect. They are the most passionate. And I had to ask myself, do I sound passionate when I speak English? Or do I sound like I'm trying to avoid mistakes? Most English learners do this. They slow down too much. They overthink every sentence. They fear being wrong. But here is the truth. People don't judge your English as much as you think. They judge your energy. When you speak with passion, something interesting happens. Even imperfect English sounds powerful. For example, I think English is important for business communication. But I genuinely believe English can completely change your career, your income, and even your confidence. Same idea, different end. This is a speaking tip. Don't aim for perfect English. Aim for expressive English. Quick question. Have you ever noticed that some people speak very simple English but still sound incredibly confident? There's a reason for that, and it's lesson number 4. Simplicity is the key to clarity. This is one of the most underrated lessons in the book. The best TED speakers don't use complicated language. They use simple language to express complex ideas. And this is exactly what English learners struggle with. We think, if I use advanced vocabulary, I will sound better. But the reality is, confusion kills communication. Let me show you. I experienced significant challenges in my linguistic acquisition process. Or simply, learning English was very difficult for me. Which one sounds more powerful? The second one, because clarity wins. So here's the speaking rule. If your sentence is too long, break it. If your word is too complex, simplify it. If your idea is unclear, shorten it. And now I'm going to share the lesson that improved my speaking speed the most. Lesson 5. Repetition creates confidence. This was the most practical lesson for me personally. In Talk Like That, top speakers don't improvise everything. They rehearse key ideas again and again. And this is exactly what English learners avoid. We think, I need to speak spontaneously to be fluent. But fluency comes from repetition, not randomness. When I read this book, I started doing something different. I stopped trying to learn 100 new phrases. Instead, I focused on repeating 10 powerful speaking structures until they became natural. For example, what I realized was, the most important thing is, let me give you an example. What this means is, at first it felt robotic, but after a while it became automatic. And that is when fluency starts. So here's a speaking exercise. Pick 3 to 5 phrases you like, use them every day until you don't think about them anymore. That is real fluency. And before you go, if you want to become more confident speaking English in meetings, presentations, networking, and real professional conversations, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Because every week I share practical strategies to help professionals sound more fluent, more natural, and more confident in English. And if you want personalized help to improve your speaking faster, I also work one-on-one with professionals, entrepreneurs, and executives inside my private mentorship program. If you'd like more information, click the WhatsApp link in the description below and send me a message personally. Don't just study English, learn how to communicate powerfully in English. See you in the next video. Bye bye.